Give it up for them, guys. Two magicians? Are you kidding? Both straight. That's magic. You know what I mean? I can't verify that, actually. I shouldn't speak before I know the truth. A lot of Midwestern faces out there in the crowd tonight, and it's not a compliment, so before you start getting excited, just know, like a Missouri 10 is like a California 4.5. I'm mean to Missouri. I'm from Kansas. That's how we do it. If you're from those places, you just got to convince yourself that you're slightly better than the crappier state next to where you're from. That's how most of the country works. It's like, yeah, I'm from Kansas, but at least I'm not from Missouri, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's the type of place where you have sex with your ugly cousin, you know what I mean? Not in Kansas, man. Missouri's doing the same thing, though. They're just comparing themselves. Going, yeah, it sucks here in Missouri, but at least we're not Arkansas, you know? Arkansas, same thing. They're like, man, it sucks in Little Rock, no question. I'm just glad we ain't Mississippi. And down in Mississippi, they're like, we do not know geography. Next question, please. Do not make it a spelling question, neither. Dumbest state in the union, longest spelled state name. There's only one way that happened, and that is they asked an illiterate person to spell it, and he just kept stalling. He was like, well, it's M-I-S, S again, another I, and don't know too many more letters. S again, I guess. And then a silent S, and then another one of them I's. Double P, because PP is funny. Let's do one more I after that. Well, at least people in those places, generally, they don't have too much pride in being from a crappy place, exception those people, obviously. But, like, my biggest pet peeve are, like, crappy places where people love it for no real reason. Like, people from Boston, they're the worst. Everyone from Boston loves Boston. You ask them, oh, greatest city in the fucking world, no question. Boston, Mass. You're like, yeah, maybe in 1790, but it's 2015. Your city's old and cold and shitty. I had a buddy from outside of there. He thinks everything there is better than wherever you are. Like, we were partying in Vegas. That's where you go to party. He was like, bro, people here, they don't know how to party like we do back home. Like, you think people party harder in Worcester, Massachusetts than Las Vegas? And why didn't we go there for the bachelor party? When I was like, I want to make Matt regret something this weekend. Where should we go? Mexico? Maybe Vegas? Fuck that. We're going to Worcester. We're going to do a hot toddy at Crystal Meth behind a burned down Arby's. Party capital, USA. It's still better, though, than foreign people. Back me up here, France. Do what you do and surrender to my jokes right now. I traveled abroad last year for the first time ever. I went to a disputed Indian-Pakistani territory. It's called London, England. And not an English person to be found. It was wild, man. I met all sorts of weird foreigners. I met a guy from Belgium, which I understand that's like your Canada. They're like you, but retarded, that kind of thing. That's what a Canadian is, right? A retarded American? So friendly and agreeable, it's just offensive to me as an American. I didn't know anything about Belgium, and I wanted to be able to make fun of them and do my American duty. And so I just asked him, I go, dude, I don't know anything about your culture, just Jean-Claude Van Damme and waffles. Tell me more. What's the best and the worst thing about your country? And he was like, oh, that's easy. I appreciated that he knew the answer immediately. He didn't hesitate. He's like, the best thing about Belgium is we have the world's best chocolate. Interesting. And the worst? Probably pedophiles. What? Probably? But then I thought about it, and I was like, that makes sense, you know? Like, once you have the world's best chocolate, all you need is a van and some money in the bank. Thank you, guys. All right, this next dude coming to the stage, he is from Vancouver, British Columbia. One of those Canadians, guys. Give it up for my favorite frostback comedian, Lachlan Patterson.